Chris Nieratko, and welcome to a new episode of Skaters in Cars, looking at spots. Today we are in East L.A. with Hockey Skateboards pro Andrew Ellen. Hey buddy.
Hello.
Nice place you got here.
It's alright.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
How's things?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. Wanna go take a ride, look at some spots?
Yeah, sure. Should we take the van?
The candy van?
There's no candy in there.
There never is. Damn, so East L.A., how long you been living over here?
Not that long, just like a couple months.
What prompted the move?
I don't know, I was ready for a change and I think change is good. And I have been finding some new to skate though, which has been kind of nice.
I always think of you as this scavenger of spots in Los Angeles. I feel like when I watch your footage, it's just not the same old spots that everybody else hits, the go-to spots in LA.
I guess that's part of the whole lure of skating, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always just looking for new stuff. Like, and most of the time it's because, like, I don't know, in my mind, like, I can't go to a spot that somebody's already done a crazy trick at because I probably can't do anything better than they did there. So it's always good to kind of try to find something and be the first one to skate it, or, I mean, ideally the only one to skate it, but it doesn't really happen that way in LA. I definitely, like, I'm out there looking for stuff. A lot of the time it's by driving around. I like taking different routes home and just kind of always looking out the window, trying to find a new thing to skate. I was skating with my friend Joe Krolik for a while. He found this thing. We went there and I remember I looked at it one day and I was like pretty scared. And then I went back and I ended up getting myself to try it. And I did it.
Hi, puppy.
I think he was here when I skated it last time.
Really?
Nah. And I remember, like, I was pretty scared. So yeah, basically I like stood on top of that little lump thing, that mashed potato, and rode over here front side and then kick flipped in and then rode down here. I basically was up there for a couple hours just kind of bailing, and then finally I got angry enough to try to ride it. And the first one I put down, I landed, went off the curb and slid down the street.
So you were thinking at first you were gonna take it to the street?
I didn't know what I was gonna do. Because it was like on that fringe, because you definitely get going pretty fast.
Yeah.
So the clip was in the THRASHER Prevent This Tragedy, and then there was an ANTIHERO ad, the sequence that Anthony Acosta shot, kick flipping into it. It might have been my pro ad.
Really?
Maybe. But it was a nightmare with all these cars coming, and remember, this definitely just sucked. Yeah, I don't know, and then at some point I guess they put a fence up here, so.
It's toast.
Yeah.
You got anything else around here you want to hit up?
Yeah, let's go look at this barrier that's outside of downtown.
Watching your career, I feel like you're producing now more than ever. I feel like in the past 2 years you dropped like 40 parts.
I mean, not 40, but I think, you know, and obviously, like, in some way that is a semi-direct recollection of what I've been up to, if you will. Obviously, you know, the Vans video, some of that footage was super old, and then kind of after that came out, I came out with another part and another thing of like stuff that didn't get used in there and that. So you can't say that I've like obviously just out in the streets every single day filming or whatever. And the honesty about it is that like over the past 2 years, I've been kind of on and off my board. I've been hurt. I've been dealing with an ankle injury. So I guess I'm down to let people just think I've been out there skating. I think at one point in time, I thought like just you wanted to get like the gnarliest stuff or whatever, you know? So like you would just be out there like thinking of the craziest thing you could try and then battling it or whatever. And now I kind of I want to just skate every day. And if there's a camera around, it's like, let's film that. We can use it for this or for that, or it doesn't have to be so like militant and definite as to what you're doing. And I think that's partially me, and then also just the reflection, I guess, of where skating's at right now too, you know?
How'd you come across this next spot?
Well, this next spot is, it's like this kind of like hip to barrier thing that the first person I ever saw skate it was guy MARIANO tail slid it. Yeah, he skated it and then nobody else ever hit it. Like, and I figured it had gone. And then Tino Razzo, my old roommate, he told me, he's like, dude, last night, like we were leaving this show at the Coliseum and we went down this alleyway and I saw that guy MARIANO spot. And I was like, no way. Because I'd always wondered where it was. But yeah, me and Tino ended up doing doubles on it. Like it's in Boys in Summer. Like he did a backside rock on it and I did a frontside rock on it. And then I had this other idea I thought I could go off the corner of it and kind of like ride up, wally, and do a switch crooked grind and then come into forward. The day I went there, actually, like I got like a Costa and like, all the bros out there. And when I tried the switch crooks or whatever, Gilbert was there and he nose grinded it like second try. And I was like, damn it, I gotta go back. And then he got the cover doing that, so.
Were you pissed?
No, not at all. I mean, I wasn't pissed because that's just like, it's a pretty usual thing for me to be like defeated, if you will, like not landing something. Obviously, I'm friends with Gilbert and I know how talented of a skater is. Like he was just doing his thing. But that was pretty funny.
In your mind, are you like, damn, that's my cover?
I mean, kinda, I thought that. I was like, but I think he had like an interview in the magazine and stuff. Like it all made sense. But I feel like at some point I was kind of like, well, if he did that, maybe I could, but.
Did you ever cut your face out and just put it over Gil's on that cover?
Nah. That'd be pretty funny. Let's go check this thing out. Yeah, so this is it, the old barrier.
This thing sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty, but it's pretty cool looking.
It is cool looking for sure.
I came here with me and Anthony, and we laid some concrete down. It was a few years ago, so it's probably been rebondoed and whatever, but it was all super cracked out. This is from the Vans video. I did the switch slappy crooked grind. Came down into here. Watch out for cars, they come flying around this corner. It's kind of a nightmare.
How many tries?
I don't know, probably a good couple hundred. It was 3 different days of coming here, and the first 2 I, gave it my all, if you will. And then on the 3rd one I was able to make it. I was pretty happy about it.
You're generally a battler, huh?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I wish I could say I wasn't. I could do tricks easily, but.
You have those K-Walks days where it's 2 tries and going home? No, it doesn't happen?
No.
So do you generally get PTSD when you look at old spots?
Not really. I mean, only ones that like if you probably didn't like land it.
So you feel good about it, you can...
Yeah. That's why I brought you here. I didn't bring you to my ex-girlfriend's house and like, I hate this chick.
Does she live around here?
Nah.
Yeah, this is sketchy.
So you had to deal with this, car action, plus the spot sucks.
Well, now you never have to come back here again.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that, this thing. I think for me, it's more just about like, I don't really like to have like a certain goal that I'm going for, Like I just like to like be like skating and trying to film and like whatever, getting stuff, and then at some point you look at it and you're like, hey, well like we got something here, like let's make it, as compared to like in such and such time you need to have all this quota filled, and then I guess that just creates more stress.